everyone. Now we are about to do the unit to see from Solutions Pre-Intermediate Students book. The topic here is adrenaline junkies. First off, you have to know what does it mean. It means individuals who seek out high-risk activities in order to experience an adrenaline rush in their body. For example, by doing people who do like activities like, for example, what base jumping, mountain biking. Here we can say, for example, it should be base jumping. I hope. For example, skydiving, rock climbing. These are extreme sports, and just people who do this kind of activities which often involve danger, excitement, physical challenges, they are called adrenaline junkies. Now, these people are, as we see, adrenaline junkies. They are doing, extreme sport, which I said, I hope it is just base jumping. And yeah, it's like it involves danger, really excitement, and physical challenge, of course. Now, for vocabulary, put the activities, adjectives below into three groups describing people, extreme sports, and landscapes. Some adjectives can go into more than one group. Adjectives do to describe adventure, athletic. It's of course for people. Athletic means they are strong, healthy, for people. Brave for people, of course. Impressive. It can be used for the extreme sports, maybe landscapes. Impressive means it's like exceptional. I'll write down it here. Impressive, exceptional, remarkable, right? So this is synonyms of word remarkable, special. So it can be used for the word of impressive. And for both extreme sports and landscapes, it can be used. And remote for is used landscapes. Remote means far, remote area, remote island, like this. Far, um, risky. Risky means dangerous, which has risks. They are the same. They have the same meaning. Okay, just let me make some space here. I don't know what's that. Just okay. Spectacular. Spectacular means like the same with impressive. It can be used for landscapes and mostly it's used for landscapes because it's a spectacular view, right? Spectacular. It means like a beautiful for places or places. Spectacular. Mhm. Spectacular. Now, another word is strong, of course, for people. Terrifying. Terrifying means very frightening. Terrifying. Oh, sorry, like typo. Terrifying. Oh, no. Terrifying. Very frightening. Very frightening. Next is thrilling. Thrilling means really, extremely exciting. Thrilling. Really, extremely exciting. Terrifying can be used for the sport. Terrifying. Or maybe landscapes as well. Thrilling can be used to the sport. Thrilling. Yeah, for the sport. You have to know these words and learn by heart. It's just my advice for you. Next, speaking describes the photo above. Where are the people? What are they doing? What kind of people do you think they are? Use adjectives from exercise 1 and force from lesson 2A. Okay, for the speaking now, as we can see here, people are doing some kind of extreme sport. I hope it is base jumping, what they are doing right now in this photo here. And the view is spectacular, and this sports activity seems like terrifying. People look like they are thrilling, just thrilled because of this thrilling sport. Mm, of course, these kind of extreme sports often include risky what consequences because they don't know what will happen after doing it. And of course, it is done remote areas and what they are like called adrenaline junkies. And of course, I want to give it a try and do this kind of activities sometime in the future. Listening strategies. The information that you need to understand is a recorded text, maybe expressed differently in the task. It means it can be paraphrased by using synonyms or maybe antonyms, but the meaning of the sentence or like context may be used, be meant the same. Listen out for synonyms of keywords. And in the task, keywords are content words such as adjectives, nouns, and verbs. Okay. Listen out for here it means you have to pay attention and make some effort to hear something you're expecting before doing the task. For example, before doing listening, you can just guess what you're going to hear. What kind of words can be used instead of some words? Look, I don't know, listen out for something means to mm, pay attention, to pay attention, to hear, to hear something you are expecting. Expecting, expecting. What I mean by this is, of course, you have to guess before listening, before doing the task. By looking the words, counting words, like adjectives, nouns, and verbs. Now we'll do what I mean. I listen out two, four ways in which words with the opposite meaning, antonyms, negative verbs correspond with keywords in the task. They match with keywords. For example, it's rather cold today. Here in the listening task, it can be said like it isn't very warm today, but the meaning is the same. But by using, other words, here it's used in the negative form of the sentence, but here is a positive affirmative form, but the meaning is the same. This sentence has been paraphrased in this form. I mean, we won the match. We didn't lose the match. It means the same by using antonyms. Win, the synonym of it. No, I mean, antonym of it is, of course, lose. Antonym. I hope you know what does it mean. Antonym is just opposite words, a word that means the opposite of another word. Synonym, but they have the same meaning, but in other words, functions, word forms. Now, we'll do, before doing this exercise, we have to take a look at this sentence carefully, and we have to guess before, beforehand what kind of words can be used, for example, is a listening task. Now, read the listening strategy, then listen to six people talking about base jumping. Yeah, that's it. Base jumping. What they're doing here. It's a picture. And what writes synonyms or words with the opposite meaning, antonyms that they use for the underlying words. Fred loves being in wild, far away places. Far away here it means remote. Instead of using saying far away, we can also use and say remote places. Sally says base jumping isn't popular with older people. Older people maybe set for adults, maybe. I don't know. Just we'll now listen. Adults with adults. Maybe mid 30. I don't know. Middle aged people. Middle aged people. Chris doesn't consider himself a courageous. Courageous, it means brave. I cannot give another synonyms of word, which is brave. It means courageous, courageous, courageous. You have to know this word. Selena says people who aren't strong at feet shouldn't try base jumping. Strong and athletic, maybe, I don't know. Athletic can be. For Shelley, the appeal of base jumping is breathtaking, impressive, impressive landscapes where you do it. Martin really didn't enjoy base jumping. Didn't enjoy, didn't like. Now we'll listen and have to take, you know, take a look these words and pay attention carefully what kind of words can be used here, synonyms or maybe antonyms. 2C, exercise 3. Fred. I like base jumping because it allows me to get away from the city to remote places where you hardly see anyone. Sally. Base jumping is really a sport for young people. There aren't many base jumpers who are over 30. Chris. I love the outdoors, but I'm not particularly brave, so I haven't considered base jumping as a hobby. Selena. Base jumping certainly isn't a sport to try if you are unfit. Kelly. Base jumping is a great sport, and you get to do it in such spectacular surroundings. Martin. My friend asked me to go base jumping with him, and I hated it. Yep. Now, that's it, when you're doing any kind of IELTS listening tests or maybe tasks, exercises, you have to first of all underline some keywords and in order to get the meaning, what you're hearing. Here, instead of didn't enjoy, here is said hated, unfit, fit, spectacular, breathtaking. Over 30 here, older people over 30, it means older people. Courageous, he said himself, he doesn't consider himself a brave person. Remote places. Now, from pre-intermediate, paraphrasing is used a lot. That's why you have to know lots of synonyms of the words antonyms, and how they are used in listening and reading as well. Now we'll move to the next exercise here. Okay, read the sentence. Can you think of synonyms for any of the underlined words? Write them in your notebook. Tanya likes extreme sports because they are dangerous. Now, from the exercise on, we had risky. What do I have to do here? Just words, I guess. I have to write. Okay. Risky, dangerous, risky, not safe, not safe. Likes. What? Teen zone. Yeah. Likes. What? Enjoys. A friend told Tanya to try base jumping. Told. Said. No, said to it should be. If it's used said, it's said to Tanya. We recommended. Maybe suggested. Suggest. Oh, really? No. Just. I don't know. Just okay. Let it be. Tanya didn't enjoy. Tanya hated. Didn't enjoy. Hated. Maybe. Her first experience with base jumping. Mm. Okay. The cliffs in Duns with Thailand are the perfect venue. Place. Base jumping. Tanya thinks the dangers, risks base jumping make women unwilling. Unwilling it means it makes people not to want to try it. In Tanya's opinion, Roberto Manquero is a great sportswoman, sports athletic, it is, yeah. It's mostly used as an adjective, I guess. So, well, let's say sports person, maybe. Oh, okay, well, no. Risks, great, here, great, amazing. Mm, Amazing sports person, maybe. Now, read the sentence. Can you think of synonyms? Write them in your listen. Are the sentence in exercise 4 true or false? Now you have to listen again and make them true, either for false. That's why this space, gap is for true or false for that usage. Okay, now we'll listen again. Let's see. Exercise 3. Fred. I like base jumping because it allows me to get away from the city to remote places where you hardly see anyone. Sally. Oh. Base jumping is really a sport for young. It's not for 17, it's for 18. Sorry for that. So 2C, exercises 5 and 6. Yep. Good afternoon and welcome to the program. Today, I'm talking to base jumper Tanya Marks. Tanya, thanks for joining us. My pleasure. Now, Tanya, my first question to you is basically, why? Why choose a sport with so many dangers? Why not something nice and safe, like football tennis? Well, I can answer that in one word. Adrenaline. Extreme sports aren't safe. That's precisely why I enjoy them so much. I'm the kind of person who loves to feel that thrill of risk and adventure. Do you do any others? Well, I like skydiving and hang gliding too. But base jumping is my new sport and my obsession. I'm totally addicted. How did you first get into it? It was one of my skydiving friends who suggested it. He had the equipment and invited me to join him. My first jump was terrifying, but I loved it. What's your favorite place for base jumping?
Well, it keeps changing because I'm always looking for somewhere new. But at the moment, I love the cliffs in Tonsai in Thailand. So it isn't an ideal place to do it, as there are no hospitals nearby. So, is danger always in your mind when you're jumping? Oh, yes. That's not just me, that's all base jumpers. We know the dangers. You think that's why there aren't many women who do base jumping? Do the risks put them off? I'm not sure. I don't really agree. More women are joining the sport every year. Who are the big names? Well, I guess Roberta Mancino is the new star of base jumping. She also does skydiving and wingsuit flying. The media love her because of the way she looks, but she's also brilliant at her sports. She's a great role model, and hopefully, she'll encourage more girls to take up extreme sports. Tanya Marks, thank you.
Okay, now, as we have made some guess before listening to this task, we have, brainstormed some synonyms in forms of adjectives, nouns, and verbs, and also opposite forms. For example, here suggested. She said she enjoys, right? And what was dangerous, safe, not safe, risky, hated, place for venue, risks, of course. A new star, here is use a new star. Mm. Now I want to clarify why I have chosen these forms, true, false. Tanya likes extreme sport because they are dangerous. She said she enjoys because it's not safe, of course. A friend suggested, yep, it's true. Tanya didn't enjoy her first experience of base jumping. Now, it was somehow tricky, that's why we'll listen again.
So juicy. Precisely why I enjoy them so much. Skydiving and hang gliding too. But base jumping is my new sport and my obsession. I'm totally addicted. How did you first get into it? It was one of my skydiving friends who suggested it. He had the equipment and invited me to join him. My first jump was terrifying, but I loved it.
Yeah. Here she said, I loved it. That's why it's not didn't enjoy it. That's why it's true. It was terrifying, which means very frightening, but she enjoyed it. That's why it's true. Sorry, false. Now the second is the cliffs in Tonzai, I don't know. Thailand are the perfect venue place for base jumping in Tanya's opinion. Now, here is it Tanya's opinion or not?
What's your favorite place base jumping? Well, it's changing because I'm always looking for somewhere new. But at the moment, I love the cliffs in Tonsai in Thailand. So it isn't an ideal place to do it, as there are no hospitals nearby. So, is danger always in your mind when you're
Yeah, she said it's not a perfect place because there are no hospitals nearby that cliffs. That's why it's false, not true. She mentioned about yeah, Tanzai, Thailand, and somehow something venue based jumping. It's Tanya's opinion is not a perfect place as there are no hospitals.
Oh, yes. That's not just me, that's all base jumpers. We know the dangers. You think that's why there aren't many women who do base jumping? Do the risks put them off? I'm not sure. I don't really agree. More women are joining the sport every year.
She's not sure. She doesn't know. That's why every year more women are joining and doing this kind of activity, extreme sports. She's saying that's why false again. And in Tanya's opinion, Robert Chino Marquito is a great sportsman. Yeah, it's true. Synonyms. Other synonyms, no, we have done everything here. Now, I hope I don't have to answer this question. Of course, I would like to, try this kind of extreme sport, and I want to be an adrenaline junkie, one of them, because it looks like very, really terrifying, but it is for sure thrilling. Just jumping down in this kind of spectacular view, remote from my area, my hometown, and just facing risky physical challenges might be, felt amazingly. That would be amazing. I mean, yeah. Thank you very much. Now you're done here.